Hey, y'all, we got two things to discuss rather quickly that I found out during today's live. So, we're going to start with Melodee Buzzard. There is an important update in that case. Her mother was arrested this morning. So, this article reads Mother of missing Melodee Buzzard arrested on unrelated charges from this morning. Ashley Buzzard, the mother of 9-year-old Melodee Buzzard, who is missing, has been arrested on charges unrelated to her daughter's disappearance. The Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office officials took Buzzard into custody on Friday at her Lampic, California home. Here's a short video clip from the rent-a-car place of surveillance. There she is appearing to wear a wig with Melodee, who is also appearing to wear a wig. They also changed the license plate several times, or at least once that the police know of, to a New York plate during their trip to Utah, as far away as Nebraska, the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office has said so far. The article continues. The sheriff's office said in a press release that her arrest on a felony charge of false imprisonment is unrelated to their missing person investigation. Officials say detective recently learned that Buzzard had prevented a victim from leaving a location against their will. They added that no other information about the incident is being released at this time. Meanwhile, the search continues for her daughter, Melodee, who was reported missing on October 14th when the Lampic Unified School District reported her prolonged absence. Deputies who went to the family's home in Lampic said they spoke with her mother, but no verified explanation for Melodee's whereabouts was provided, according to the sheriff's office. Buzzard has not cooperated with the investigation, they added. Earlier this week, the sheriff's office announced that they narrowed their investigation to the time frame between October 9th and 10th, while the pair were on a multi state road trip to Nebraska. Surveillance images show Melodee in what appeared to be a wig alongside her mother at Lampic Car Rental Company on October 7th. The last confirmed sighting of Melodee came 2 days later on October 9th near the Colorado Utah border. But, but when her mother returned home on October 10th, Melodee was nowhere to be found. Here you can see photos of the pair from the car rental place. Investigators announced this week that they believe Buzzard removed the California plate that said 9MNG101 from the white 2024 Chevrolet Malibu rental car and replaced it with a New York plate that said HCG9677, either on or before October 8th, in order to, quote, avoid detection, unquote. When she returned the car, the California plate was back in place. It is unknown when the plate was installed or whether additional plates were used at other times during travel. The sheriff's office said they remain focused on finding Melodee. They shared a map of the vehicle's stops along Buzzard's route back to California, which they believe took her through Green River, Utah, Panguatich, Utah, Northwest Arizona, Primm, Nevada, and Rancho Cucamonga, California. Zeroing in on that crucial 24-hour window between October 9th and 10th, authorities urged anyone in those communities to check surveillance and report relevant information. Here is a map where you can see there are green stars in relation to where they stopped. This was on her route back. Melodee Buzzard is a missing 9-year-old who is at risk. The most recent photo is the one that most of you have seen and will probably be on the thumbnail. Um, and a verified sighting available at onset of the investigation in August. Lampic Unified School District verified a sighting. October 7th, we've got the car with the license plate there. Ashley returned to Lampic without Melodee. October 14th, they went to check the welfare request by Lampic Unified School District prompts onset of missing person investigation. Ashley was contacted at the residence and could not provide a reasonable explanation of Melodee's whereabouts. October 15th, detectives serve a search warrant at the residence and Melodee is not located. Ashley remains uncooperative. And October 18th, the FBI joined the investigation. Local authorities, assisted by the FBI, also searched a storage locker in a rental car believed to have been used on the multi state road trip shortly before the child vanished. It is unclear if anything was found. Melodee is described as 4'6", weighing about 60 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. Authorities have provided two phone numbers and a web address for anyone with information about Melodee's whereabouts: a detective line at 805 681 4150 and an anonymous tip line at 805-681-4171. And then you can go to this website to submit a tip anonymously. There is the map again if you need to see it. There is Melodee appearing to be wearing a wig, as was her mother in this photo. Now we're going to switch gears briefly and talk about David. If you are not upset about this case yet, you are about to be. So this article reads that the Los Angeles Police Department stands by, quote, no further crimes confirmed in the death of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. The LAPD told KTLA the only confirmed offense in the case of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez is the concealment of her body, a statement that's now sparking questions as critics urge prosecutors to examine her alleged relationship with 19-year-old David. The Los Angeles Police Department confirmed Thursday with KTLA that no additional criminal charges have been substantiated in the investigation surrounding the death of 13-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez, whose body was discovered earlier this year after she had been reported missing. In a statement provided to KTLA on November 6th, the department said its prior news release, quote, stands on its own, unquote, reaffirming that, quote, no crime other than concealment of a body may have occurred, unquote. The Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office also told the outlet that no case has yet been presented for review or prosecution. However, this doesn't change the fact that someone hid Rivas Hernandez's body and someone should be charged and punished. The case has drawn national attention due to Rivas Hernandez's prior connection to David Anthony Burke, a 19-year-old singer known professionally as David, who had been linked to the missing teen before her death. Neither David nor anyone else has been charged in connection with the case. Following the KTLA report, several journalists, advocates, and online commentators expressed frustration in the investigation that they have not publicly addressed the nature of the relationship between the artist and the minor. Steve Fisher, a Los Angeles private investigator, posted on X, quote, nowhere in the press release or in any official statement has there been any mention of an investigation into the relationship David had with Celeste. Yes, that could be difficult case to prove because Celeste is no longer here to testify, but that does not mean it should not be pursued, unquote. Fisher also added, quote, even if people close to Celeste are unwilling to cooperate because it would expose their knowledge of the illegal relationship, charges should still be filed. We must prove we will protect children from predators, unquote. Law enforcement sources told KTLA that the case remains technically open, but reiterated that as of this week, no new evidence of additional crimes has been confirmed. Community advocates, meanwhile, say they'll continue to pressure the LAPD and District Attorney Nathan Hotchman's office to pursue a broader inquiry. We have two posts from SF Investigates X account to discuss, and I will link him in the description box below. The first one reads LAPD confirmed to KTLA News on November 6th of 2025 that their prior news release, quote, stands on its own, unquote. That release stated that no crime other than concealment of a body may have occurred in the Celeste Rivas Hernandez case involving David. The LA County District Attorney's Office also confirmed that no case has yet been presented to their office for consideration. It's worth noting that nowhere in the press release or in any official statements has there been mention of an investigation into the relationship David had with Celeste. Yes, that could be a difficult case to prove because Celeste is no longer here to testify, but that does not mean it should not be pursued. Hopefully, law enforcement and the DA's office will do their job and take on a case even if it's challenging, even if people close to Celeste are unwilling to cooperate, because it would expose their knowledge of the illegal relationship. Charges should still be filed. We must prove we will protect children from predators. In a way, it feels like Celeste delivered some of the justice herself with her final live stream calling out David for what it was: child, RAPE. And we have this post from 17 minutes ago. He wrote, I am confident that the initial toxicology results for Celeste Rivas Hernandez are back, but either the results were inconclusive and require further testing, or additional investigation is needed to determine the cause and manner of death. All other cases at the medical examiner's office from September 8th, except Celeste, are no longer listed as deferred and now have both a cause and manner of death determined. However, three cases from September 7th are still in deferred status, along with others from even earlier. We know that Celeste was in an advanced stage of decomposition, and it's possible the toxicology findings were not conclusive enough for the medical examiner to confidently rely on. They may now be requesting additional toxicology testing investigation from in-house investigators because the cause of death is not an overdose, or seeking consultation with additional pathologists to make a final determination. Regardless, I'm confident the initial toxicology results are in. I've documented four cases from September 8th and 9th that were previously deferred but now have a cause and manner of death listed, all of which appear to be overdose related, indicating that toxicology results were returned and used to make those determinations. We've got a case number. They died in the park. Their manner was an accident. Case status was closed. Place of death park effects cocaine, fentanyl, and methamphetamine. Last name Sanders, September 8th. Last name Morales. Manner was an accident. Died in their house. Case was closed. Fentanyl, methamphetamine, and phencyclidine. Martinez. Case closed. Manner accident found on the railroad tracks. Cause of death methamphetamine and phencyclidine toxicity. Excuse me. And then this is Sanchez. Case is closed. Manner accident. Place of death is residence. Cause was acute methamphetamine intoxication. So that was all that I had for you as of right now. I hope that you found that information informative, as I did. I'm rather upset that the district attorney's office rather is not pursuing charges for David in relation to his relationship with Celeste Rivas Hernandez, and it appears that none are coming. Let me know what you think in the comments section below, and please don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you are not in my live streams, I do stream live daily, 1:30 Monday through Saturday. That would be Eastern Standard Time, but I always make sure to say that I could talk to myself all day. I would be nothing without you guys that listen to what I say and communicate with me and talk to me. So thank you so very much for that. Y'all have a good night.